Priyanshu and she is my sister Prakriti. It's Christmas and as we all know that every year on 25th of December we celebrate Christmas in the honor of birth of Jesus Christ. So today in this video I will be telling you the story of how Jesus Christ, the Savior of the world, was born. The birth of Jesus Christ. Nazareth was a quiet and peaceful little town where most people were shepherds or farmers. Here lived a young Jewish woman named Mary. She was kind and helpful to everybody. People admired her a lot as she was very obedient and hardworking. She helped her parents in the fields as well as did her chores in the house. Very soon, Mary was going to get married to a very good and honest man named Joseph. A few days before Mary's engagement, she had a visitor. Yes, a very special guest, an angel sent by God from heaven. It was the holy angel Gabriel who visited her and called her in her sleep. When Mary opened her eyes, she saw a heavenly figure floating right in front of her. He wore bright white robes and had big silver wings fluttering behind him. At first, Mary thought that she was dreaming, but when the angel started speaking to her, she finally realized that it was no dream.
Mary, do not be afraid. I am Gabriel. God has sent me here. You are fortunate that God has chosen you for a special task, as you are a pure soul.
I am not afraid. I am honored to know that God has chosen me above everyone else to fulfill His wish.
I have come here to tell you that soon you will be blessed with a son, who will be a great king one day, and will be loved by everyone. He will be called the Son of God. Bless you, Mary.
At first, Mary could not believe her ears. She was shocked at what Gabriel had to say, but she remained calm and listened to him very carefully.
Do not be worried. The Spirit of Lord will take over you, and you will be blessed with a son. So he will be called the Son of God. He will be hailed as the King of Jews and the Savior of mankind. God is pleased with you, Mary.
After he blessed Mary, Gabriel returned to the heaven. Within a few days, Mary became pregnant. Mary explained everything to Joseph about the angel Gabriel and God's wish. Joseph was a nice man and he accepted everything. After this, he married Mary within a few days. In those days, the king of the land announced a census when he wanted every citizen of his country to be counted and documented. But since Joseph was actually from Bethlehem, he had to leave Nazareth and go back to Bethlehem. Now, Bethlehem was a long way from Nazareth. In those days, there were no means of transportation except for a donkey. The whole journey had to be made by foot. So, Joseph and Mary had a long and difficult journey ahead to Bethlehem. As Mary was pregnant, she sat on the donkey and Joseph walked along. Finally, they reached Bethlehem after many days of walking through the deserts. They had to have a comfortable and safe place for the baby who was about to be born, and also for Mary. They were upset and started feeling helpless. After searching for a while, Joseph found an empty barn built for cows. There were plenty of fresh straws there. Joseph used the straw and managed to make a comfortable bed for Mary and the baby. Later, at night, something magical happened as Mary gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. Mary was very happy that the predictions of the angel had come true. Finally, Jesus Christ, the Savior of the world, was born. Not very far away, two shepherds were out looking for their sheep, when suddenly they were shocked to see a bright white light from the sky, which almost blinded them. As they opened their eyes, a beautiful angel with long golden hair and shining silver wings appeared. The shepherds were amazed. Then the angel said,
Do not be afraid. I am here to give you a good news. Tonight, in the town of Bethlehem, a baby boy is born. His name is Jesus. He is the Savior of the world. Go now and spread the good news. Let the whole world know that the King of Jews is born.
The shepherds were overjoyed to hear that the Savior of the world was born. They ran back to their village and started spreading the good news. On the night when Jesus was born, there were 3 wise men who were traveling on their camels to cross the desert. They suddenly looked up at the sky and saw a bright star. It was something different, a kind of star that they had never seen before. These 3 wise men were actually aware of this. They were waiting for the star of Bethlehem to appear, and when they finally saw the star, they were overjoyed. It meant that the King of the Jews was born. It was during the time of birth of Jesus. The country was under the rule of King Herod. He was a very selfish and evil king. When these 3 wise men informed King Herod about the birth of Jesus, he was worried that he would lose his kingdom to this baby boy. The king asked the 3 wise men to find out this baby boy so that he could go and worship Jesus. But actually, he had evil intentions. He was planning to kill the baby. He feared that Jesus would grow up to overpower him someday. Then the 3 wise men followed the star for several days and found baby Jesus. They were so happy to see the future King of the Jews lying comfortably in the barn. They knelt down and worshipped him. They had also brought gold, frankincense, and myrrh for the baby. these were expensive gifts and only given to the kings. The wise men fully understood the purpose of the birth of Jesus. Now, this is how the mighty Savior of the world started his journey on the earth. So friends, this story teaches us how great things can have humble and small beginnings. I wish happiness surrounds you all on this happy occasion. I hope you have a great time with your family and friends. Merry Christmas!